So continuing on with our chord construction lessons, this will be like basics of chord construction part 2. What we're going to do is we're going to take the original 3-note chords we did in the major scale, and we're going to add another note. We're going to add the 7th note in each mode. This will give us a number of different scale or chords, which you probably heard the names of before. I'll explain what their names are as we do them. So if we start with our Ionian Mode, our original chord we constructed based on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th notes was a major chord, right? Now if we add the 7th note of that scale form, we're going to add the E. So our chord now is F, A, C, and E. That is an F major 7th chord. Major 7th because my 7th is a half step from my octave, okay? Remember that little rule there. My next chord was a minor chord based on the Dorian mode. We played G, B flat, and D. Now we're going to add the F to that. So we're going to have this shape. Play with other fingers. That is a G minor 7th, okay? That's the 1st, 3rd, and 5th note in that Dorian mode there. Our 7th in this case is a whole step away from our octave, okay? Next mode is the Phrygian mode, and we played a minor chord. And again, our 7th is a whole step away, so we're going to have another minor 7th chord, in this case, the A minor 7th. Alright, moving on to our Lydian mode here. We're going to play this major chord again. Remember, it was the B flat, the D, and the F. We'll add the A. So a major 7th chord, just like we had before, where our 7th and our octave were a half step apart. Moving on to our 5th mode here, we're going to play a major chord again, the C, E, and G for the C major chord, and then we're going to grab the 7th a whole step away from our octave. We're going to play that B flat. So this is the, it's called the dominant chord. It's just called the 7th chord. That's what this is, and this is where it comes from. All right. So there's that chord. Moving on to the Aeolian mode now. The 6th mode, minor scale, if you will. We're going to play D, F, and A, and we're going to add C. So a whole step away, we're going to have another minor 7th chord. All right. Now, our last chord is going to be a little different. This is remember we did the diminished chord, the funny one, which was E, G, and B flat. Now we're going to add D to that. So we're going to have what's called the half diminished chord, okay? And that's that. That's our 4-note basic chords based on our major scale, where we play every other note. Now there are other chords that are derived from the scale, which we'll cover in another video, but those are the next group of chords to memorize. Try to play them like I did as arpeggios. Try to find different shapes of those arpeggios, mapping them out on the neck with your knowledge of the fingerboard, and also try to look at like chord forms you can play, like your typical open chord shapes. All right, we'll be back with some more videos later.